Yes, pregnancy is such a beautiful journey, but no one cares to talk about the ugly sides of pregnancy, like hyperemesis gravidarum, a condition in pregnancy. Here is my story of how I suffered hyperemesis gravidarum and conquered it. Miscarriage 2 months after my traditional marriage, and I thought it was okay to take a break and try for a child the next year. So this is 19th August and it was my traditional wedding anniversary. So I was feeling somehow and I had to check. We were actually trying for a child this time around, so I had to use the PT strip to know if I was pregnant, and I was pregnant. I was so happy because this is my rainbow baby. My husband was so happy. Everybody was so happy, unknowing to us what was coming.
So I just checked with the PT strip. I just found out yesterday was an anniversary, and I just checked and noticed that I'm pregnant. So I'm going to the hospital now, like the lab, to get my result, get a scan to know how far I've gone, and yeah.
So I'm not feeling fine, as you can see. I'm just using this day to put my life together. My hair is a mess, and this is the only thing that's kept me moving. And
after going to the scan, I was a month and 2 weeks gone at this point. So I was feeling some kind of way, nausea, but not too much. I was using this lollipop to hold myself. I didn't know what was coming till when I reached 2 months. That was when HG started.
this is the 7th week, and I don't even know where to start from. It's been like a very tough period for me. Like, I don't even know. As you can see, I'm just spitting.
This was the beginning of HG. I started having a lot of signs, a lot of symptoms, a lot of things was just going on in my body. I couldn't stay where they kept air freshener. I couldn't use perfume. I couldn't use my lotion. I couldn't use my body soap. I couldn't use anything. I was always vomiting and spitting and spitting.
So I'm going to keep on updating and documenting my journey and everything. Yeah.
HG came with full force at this point. First of all, what is HG? HG is hyperemesis gravidarum. It's a condition in pregnancy where you can't eat, you can't drink, you always vomit, like 4 to 5 times a day. You always vomit. You have to feed through IVF. Sometimes you vomit blood, which was my case in this situation. I always went to see the doctor. I complained to him that I was vomiting blood. I researched and nothing seemed to work. The doctor said it was going to stop at maybe 3 months or 4 months or even 5 months, or it could even last till the end of your pregnancy. I was so scared that I was going to lose my baby. I constantly went to scan to check on my baby and see how my baby was doing. But my baby was okay. The only support system I had was my family, my mom, my sister, and my husband. I had so many things I wanted to eat. I was so hungry. I don't eat anything. I was always hungry. I lost a lot of weight. I was weighing 65 kg before I got pregnant. But during this phase, I checked. I weighed 54 kg. The whole world seemed so dark and I was so lonely.
17 weeks and some days today. So I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys how I managed to pull through my first trimester, because I had a condition called hyperemesis gravidarum, HG. It was hell, but today I'm getting better because I've passed first trimester and I'm heading to 5 months, there should be a lot of awareness and more awareness and talk about pregnancy and like the journey of pregnancy, the journey of childbirth, so women know what exactly they're going to put themselves through. First of all, I would like to explain what hyperemesis gravidarum is a condition in pregnancy where it happens rarely, and it's a condition in pregnancy where you experience a lot of vomiting, nausea, you cannot eat, you cannot drink water, even water. You vomit a lot, like you vomit up to 4 to 5 times a day. In severe cases, you can vomit blood, and like
when I started experiencing this, I felt like I wasn't educated enough about what goes on in a woman's body, and we are not appreciated enough, because hyperemesis gravidarum is just like having all sorts of sickness in the world. Like pregnancy is like having all sorts of sicknesses in the world in your body and still trying to pull through and act normal. Imagine not being able to eat for 2 to 3 days, not being able to drink water. When you're sleeping, you always have saliva in your mouth. Your mouth always smells very bad. You have like a very bad odor in your mouth because you're always carrying saliva in your mouth. You cannot eat. You always vomit blood. You vomit 4 to 5 times a day. You cannot enter so many places in your house because they smell funny. You always stuck in one place because that's the only place you can stay. Yes, I'm saying this because before you step into the journey of pregnancy, you need to be educated enough to know at least, I know you cannot know everything, but at least 50% of what you're going into, especially this condition, because this condition is a very deadly condition. So that was how I conquered hyperemesis gravidarum. It stopped happening to me around 4 months.